When you think about a business management game about being a blacksmith, it doesn't really sound all that fun. But then I started playing it and realized, wow, it is strangely addictive. This is Blacksmith Master, and my name is Marco, and I'll be taking you through my adventure of crafting sad wooden scoops all the way to legendary weapons. So sit back, get comfortable, and get ready for a game that might surprise you with how fun it can be. So I'm going to be skipping the tutorial here as we can jump straight into the game so I can show you what it is all about and what exactly you'll be doing. The game starts off with getting you to hire a blacksmith. Now they come with their pros and cons. Some attributes are better than others, but for now we want one that is a bit better on the metalworking. We can see we've got 3 skills here: metalworking, carpentry, and design. Now I don't have a lot of gameplay experience in this. I played it for a bit just to get to grips of how to play, so forgive me if I make any mistakes, but for now we want to just make sure we choose a blacksmith that we can now hire and see how it goes. And we're going to try play through until we get to some legendary weapons and see how long that is going to take. We have Blacksmith Master here. This is our little store, or our business, which we can now rename and maybe give it something a bit better. So maybe something like Tools for Fools. I don't know. Maybe you can change the color. What do you think? Let me know of a better name in the comment section. But for now, this should work, and let's see how this game actually plays. First up, what do? Well, you're going to be making different tools, or getting your blacksmiths to make a bunch of tools, which we then need to sell to make money. And these little carts here have this little amount to sell to fulfill the offer. This one's now been fulfilled, and we get some coin from it. Not a lot. I'm not going to be rolling in the dough like Scrooge McDuck over here, but if we complete it, it'll give us a little bit of coin and allow us to build something else, maybe a tomahawk. And here we can't build these wooden clubs because we need some carpentry from them, but we do have an unlock system and a mastery tree here, and this mastery tree is big. It just kind of keeps going, and this game is still in early access, but the game is being published by Hooded Horse, which definitely got my attention. So carpentry, I'm going to unlock that, and we have our points, which you just get by crafting your items. So very simple. We're going to see what that actually entails. Grimald's going to sit down now because now he needs, well, a carpentry bench in order to complete the items. And now we have that, and we're starting to get more money. It's looking very good. I'm really enjoying it so far, even though it looks pretty simple. I mean, it looks like, I don't know, whatever's underneath of your shoe right now. It's the color palette ranges from gray to brown to slightly brownier brown. But you know what? It's a blacksmith game, so what do you expect? I'm happy with it, and it runs great so far. I haven't picked up any glitches or anything. We have something new to unlock, which is the staff, which enables hiring of workers to help you with crafting items. Obviously, one-man army here is not going to do so well. So if I go into my staff section here, I can now hire a new blacksmith. Who do I want to choose? Well, someone who's pretty good with the metalwork. I think metalwork is going to become a bit more important later on. This one over here, Evan, we see he heats ingots faster, 50% faster while using a furnace. That seems pretty good. He's only on level 1. That's okay. We don't judge in this place. But something else that came new is a bench. And now this bench enables me to hire more people. More people, more money. But also you need to make sure where that money goes. Maybe I want to hire an extra. Let's actually fast forward, because yes, we can fast forward it here. And if I pause it right now, it's so easy to edit things in the shop. And so right now I am moving this furnace. Whoops. And now I'm going to place it over there. And let's do some management of this. What is this? What do you call these things? Anvils. There we go. So now we're moving these anvils around, and we can see that now we want to get some efficiency and optimization up and running. And it's looking pretty good so far. We've got some decent money. We're not rolling in it just yet, but we will be. We're going to be getting some legendary gear. We're going to be providing to our people that walk around. I always wonder if there's some Easter eggs in this game, maybe from Assassin's Creed. Not sure what year this is, so it's always hard to say. But everything is looking good so far. And now hopefully we are getting a bit more clued up as to what is actually going on. We're now getting items completed. Well, it's the end of the day. Merchants aren't offering anything new, but that's okay because at the new day, we're going to be getting some more items to choose from. You can refresh it, but it does cost some money. And right now we don't have a lot of that. So we're going to be just doing our thing. And this game does allow you to take control of your people, which I'll get to now. So we can see over here that at the end of each day, it has a day summary. And it's in the red, which means that we're not doing too good right now. Hopefully we can do some better jobs tomorrow. But a lot of it came from hiring and purchases. That's where all our money went. So we want to get into the, what is this? The bright yellow over here. It's not green, but you know what? It's better than the red. So we can start the next day. And now we can see how this goes. Well, we've completed that. But now we can choose a lot more options here. And let's go for the tomahawk. That always looks cool. And this one over here is giving me less money, even though I need to produce more, but it is giving me an extra common quality point over here for me to use, which is, it's okay. Maybe I'm going to skip that and come back to it later, because right now we want to be crafting these items, getting them out as quick as possible so that we can expand them and make sure that this business looks as great as possible, because business tycoon games, yes, it is all about making money, but for me, it's also about making your businesses local. That's just me. I can spend almost as much time just making my business look like a real business rather than just trying to squeeze out every single drop of profit as I can. But at the same time, that is a lot of fun. And to me, business tycoon games fill that role of both making things efficient and going from there. Now, we've just unlocked construction, which allows you to build walls and floors with different designs. And this is probably one of the greatest parts because it now allows you to expand. And here I have this new little wall icon. And it's very easy to expand. You basically are just clicking and dragging. Yeah, but that looks good for now. And we're gonna fast forward. We can't really do too much. Can we hire a new person? Blacksmith, not right now. 450 is a lot. Well, a lot for us right now. And we want to see how much we can get once we have completed the tomahawks. I don't know where those are going. Someone very deadly, because now we're going to do some kitchen knives. People have just been using their knives or their forks and their spoons. So we need to provide for them. This is almost like medieval IKEA. I mean, you could sell these for a lot more money these days, especially the bludgeon. Wouldn't mind having a bludgeon up on the wall. People walk into my house and be like, what is the bludgeon for? I'll be like, well, I'm not sure, but just don't make me angry. So we're going to have this going, and it's almost done. What's interesting is that you can also even change the priorities. So if this is, you're like, I need to get this out, then you select it, and now it's a higher priority, especially if you got some time. Maybe it's under a time constraint, and we can now choose maybe the goblets. Let's go with the bats right here. Let's get some separated, because the most important thing about this game is efficiency. I'm going to be saying that word quite a bit during this gameplay, because, well, that's what this game is about at the end of the day, is making sure that, yes, you can just make it how you want, but there is so much enjoyment getting efficiency under your belt and making sure that it all just runs very smoothly. Gonna hire an extra person here. Maybe we can get some more. So let's see. We do want people very good with their metal work. I think metal work is probably one of the coolest ones to have. But now we can see the biggest challenge of all, the delay, people waiting, which is not ideal. We want to be making sure that, at any given time, we have no delays. Delays in this game are bad. And you want to be making sure that, yes, we always have enough time and no delays to make sure that we're getting everything as efficient as possible. So I'm going to be creating another furnace over there and then putting in another anvil. But we can't put in an anvil just yet. We need to make sure that we have a bit more money. We need 650 for that. So we're almost there. Because, well, look at this. Oh, this is not this is terrible. We need to get more people on the wood. Carpentry, we still need 300. And unfortunately, we've still got some time to go there. So it is a bit sad seeing these people just stand in line. Yeah, this guy, damn, he is so blonde. He's illuminating this place. Who needs light when you've got this guy's hair? But we're almost there. We are now done with the wooden club. So next up, what else can we start building here? That's 610. Ooh, 1240 for that. Yeah, I mean, we got to get those knives up. People need to be doing all kinds of cutting. What else? Having a look at this outside section here. I mean, it could do with some repair. Maybe later on, maybe we can repair this. I'm not sure. But I'm loving the water effects here. This game is... Ooh, we're out. Oh, got a bit distracted there. But now we need... What did we need? We still need to get an extra anvil. Smacking away. I always love just zooming in. Hearing them just going at it. Smacking, smacking, smacking. Just going crazy. Oh, speaking of which, I'll show you this. Let's see, we need to make another one here. If I say take control, this work is busy. It's okay. Who's this? Grimwald. Okay, where's he going? So I can now... What did I need to make? The knife? I think it's a knife. I don't know. I forgot what I was even doing here. But it's okay. Now it gets this little mini game. It's almost like Guitar Hero for blacksmiths. Nailed it. First time. Okay, let's go over here. So, I say I'm all about efficiency. And here's the anvil process. And it's pretty fun. I mean, does this get better? Does it make it get more money? I'm unsure. But it is a little cool side aspect of the game that makes it pretty cool. Now, I'm just going to escape there because I'm pretty sure these people can do a much better job than I can. We are now seeing how far we are going. Could probably get another one of those, but more importantly, this needs to move over here, and we need another anvil like so. And now we can continue on with our day. Now we are looking at adding another, maybe a wooden club would suffice, just so that we have some extra people, extra hands. And speaking of extra hands, we want to start the next day, but making sure that we have enough people to employ, as the HR side of things is going to become very important. Like now, for instance, Evan, the brightest hair known to man, has 2 extra skill points. So we're going to set those straight into metalworking, because, well, he's not too good at processing wood. Takes him 20% more time. So you know what? We're actually going to stick him to metal items. And over here, there's actually crafting preference. So this game goes pretty deep. And this is just one of the aspects where you can spend a lot of time just thinking, hey, is this a good option to go by? Even the leveling up strategy, which is a little drop down where you can choose, okay, do I want the highest skill first? Do I want all skills equally? Or maybe I don't want them to level up, which I'm still trying to figure out what that would entail. Why would you not want someone to level up? I mean, even just manual is good, because I feel like leveling up is a good thing. So yeah, I mean, they have that option, but I'm going to stick with highest skill first because, well, I mean, that's their metalworking, and we want the metalworking to be as good as possible. We're still in the negative, which is not that fortunate for us, but hopefully we're going to be completing those knives and people will be able to cut their food without using the fork only technique, which I have tried. I haven't been really successful in it. And it is done. It is now complete. Hallelujah. Now it's time for something else. Ooh. Now this contents of this chest are unknown. There is a moderate chance that there is something valuable inside. I don't know what is inside, but it's of moderate chance, so not a high chance. So tankard, we're not going to get any money from that either. But you know what? Gotta risk it for the biscuit. So we are now going to see what else we can unlock. And we can now unlock more skilled workers, which is pretty good. I mean, that's what we want to have, as more skilled workers as possible. And we eventually get assistants, which, again, this game gets very deep. It's not just blacksmiths are just doing everything, because, well, they just want to smash some steel. So let's see what else. Ooh, we get this thing. I forget the name for it, but it's a horn, I guess, maybe? You can drink out of it? Yeah, Who knows? But anyway, it gave us some money, and that's all we need to hear about that. So we are looking good at the moment. I think we can hire an extra person right now. Got 2 more slots. We don't need anyone with design. Hopefully we're going to be getting it a bit later on. So this person needs higher wage, but they do level up a lot. Ooh, hello. That's very high, but unfortunately, who knows? They earn design points. Damn, but that is really good. Kevin. Okay, I'm gonna hire you. And yes, unfortunately, yes, you don't have much perks there, but damn, that is a very high skill in metalworking. So I'm gonna hire you, and you know what? You can even rename them. So you know what? I'm gonna give you a really cool name. This goes shout out to my channel member Kronos. You are getting this person over here. Hair color, make him really stand out over there. So there we have Kronos there, just sitting down. And now we can see we've got something else to unlock, and that is the blueprint upgrades. So if we unlock this, well, now it means we get to get blueprints, and these blueprints will allow us to unlock, I don't know, going from common to uncommon and hopefully legendary by the end of this gameplay, because that's where all the money is getting these epic and legendary loot for us to sell. Now, in order to do that, we need to build a design desk. Unfortunately, we don't really have anyone good at design, but that's okay because we're gonna get there. So now we need to end the day. We've only got 90, so we can't really do much. But hey, we've got our tomahawks complete, which means that we can now hire someone who's good with design. Design points. You know what? I'm gonna go with Gertrude. Don't fail me, Gertrude. Now it's giving us little tooltips, which are pretty useful. You can take control of people. Yes, I do know that. So that's fine. Look, is that Ezio? Can't really see him. I swear that's Ezio. Oh, we got some fish going over here. Yeah, this place isn't too bad looking. It'd be cool if you could like walk around and do other stuff. But who knows? This is still early access and I'm enjoying it. Gertrude is designing the most epic battle sword known to man, with her octagon-shaped magnifying glass and her scribbles and protractor, the compass over there. So all's good in the design section, as now we are going to start getting design points. And what's cool with the design points is that eventually we can use them to unlock higher tiered gear, like I said, but also some new items too. So we're going to wait and see what those are actually going to be, because like I said, this game, it's got a lot more going on than first meets the eye. Unfortunately, this is meeting my eye, and it's saying build another carpentry bench, and that is overlapping. And I don't have enough money. Okay, it's telling me a lot of things, mainly be better at managing what actually I'm building. And speaking of that, maybe I should build something that actually can be built. Again, the knives. People are loving the knives, and they are also running out of wood. So what I just did there was right-clicked on that wood, and it told me, you know what, you're going to go into the negative. But that's fine because, well, the game lets you do that. And this comes to one of the points that I wouldn't say is a gripe, but it does make this game really easy in that, yes, there is some challenge in knowing how to set up your business, but at the same time, there's not really much of a challenge. So what, you go into the negative? No big deal, because eventually your wooden scoops will be completed and now you got your money again. So it's not that bad. I'm gonna go with something else here, maybe more of the iron goblets, plus this is gonna give me a new blueprint. New blueprint, blueprint means new weapons, and that's quite cool because then it gives me some variety and new items to build. Man, I am just in the negative. Like, if this was my business and I was looking at this, I would be like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be in the blacksmith business. But you know what? It's a startup, okay? It's a startup and we are going to be making more money eventually. You know what it is? You gotta hit we're scraping the edge of what it takes to make a lot of money. You know what it is? We have to dig deep, but then eventually all risk versus reward. Yes, that's what I'm telling all my employees here. Because look what just happened. We sold the knives, and now we can go for something else. So maybe we're going to go with the tomahawks again. And now we have something new to unlock, which is the assistants. Assistants help in the workshop by carrying items from chests to their destination, restocking various resources and smelting ingots. So basically, the blacksmiths can leave crafted items in the chests and assistants will take it from there, saving a whole lot of valuable time for your blacksmiths who won't have to walk as much, which is really cool. So how does this change things? So we got some money here. Now we can build an item chest. We're running out of space a bit, but it's okay. You place another place for them to sit, some chairs, and now hopefully we can build the assistant who is pretty fast, who can also carry a lot. Who, Crispin can carry a lot, but he's not the quickest. So maybe someone else. Ooh, that's not bad. 3 and 3, I like that. So 2 assistants is looking good. And now we can upgrade Grimwald over here. So Grimwald, I'm going to rename you Julian. Yes. Another one of my channel members. Let's go with the moaniest monobrow. There we go. Just the straight, I don't know, the lintel piece above the window. That's the one I want to go for. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. So we're going to confirm, Julian, you are in the game, and now you're going to be one of the most badass metal workers we have, or blacksmith people over here. This person is waiting. We hired too many assistants. Got too cocky there, too overzealous about what needs to be done. So probably we should start hiring or building more furnaces. So maybe we'll do that towards the end of the day, and maybe even hire some more people because, well, it's getting a bit crowded in here and our money resources is looking good. So can we hire an extra person? Maybe, but maybe we should also build a furnace first. So I'm going to place one here. That's my end goal, is to essentially, well, build up the back here and then start putting the furnaces and the whole metalworking stage here. So yes, we can go into the negative. It's not ideal, but we're almost done with the cups. Got what you call them, the goblets, the goblets, fit for kings. And now they are complete. And now we get something new to unlock. But now we want to just make sure that we have our things complete. We got a new blueprint. Ooh, the butcher knife. Yeah, we're going to unlock that. And now we are in the bright yellow for once. The day has ended. But we actually want to move this around first. Just because, yes, it's getting cramped. Yes, it's not ideal. But we've made it thus far. Or this far. And let's start the next day. Maybe I also want to be moving these chairs around because I want to kind of get them away from that side. That side I want to designate to my store, which again is not really ideal to be having everything all together. And let's put this over here because then they can place it straight in. And now that is going to be running up and down. The assistant is finally getting their legs to get cardio day. Yes, we can definitely get some more people soon, but now I've just used up all my money on the iron ingots, and hopefully we can get something to automate that. So yes, we want to get something new. Ooh, so getting these knives, yes, it gives us money, but it gives us a lot of design points, and that makes a big difference here because, well, more design points means more quality upgrades. And we've just unlocked something new, which is discounted ingots. So there's me going complaining about what these are, but now we've just gotten some discounts, so not bad. And we've now gotten our first upgrade, which is the wooden scoop. None of that common quality. Now we're getting some uncommon quality, which now gets a new shiny border, which can then be used to scoop things even better. I mean, who doesn't want a high quality wooden scoop? Tell you, no one. Let's go into get some more money. But now we've just completed 20 of these offers, which now allows us to hire a super cool blacksmith here. But these perks are very different. We've got merchants give 5% more money as a reward. Every worker earns 10% more XP, or refreshing potential workers when hiring is limited to 300. So these are all very different and all very good in their own way. I like this one because Saran, I don't know how you say that name. Kieran. I feel like I'm gonna go stick with Kieran. Is going with 10% more XP every worker. That is pretty cool. So I've chose Kieran, Saran. I'm not sure. But now we're going to start getting some upgrades. And now we can go higher skill points. And higher skill. Like that. Because we want to get the blacksmith up and running. And wow, we have a lot of money right now. So let's build 2 more of those furnaces. And also put in the anvils. So we've got more anvils. We've got more. Maybe I should build another chest. I feel like the chest, no. Chest, we don't have enough. And yes, we are still in the negative, but hey, we have now a finished item. Ooh, that's a lot there, but we have to do it within 24 hours. But this one gets a new blueprint. And this one gets a new floor type. I'm gonna go with new floor type. You know what? Why not? And maybe the blueprints. But first, we need more iron ingots. Because it's cool, because this game you don't always just have to go for the money. Maybe you want to get some more decorations. Maybe you just want to get some more blueprints. And speaking of that, we now get to upgrade. I'm going to go with the bludgeon. Just get an uncommon bludgeon. Like I said, our goal is to try and get legendary weapons by the end of this video. And if we can, that'll be good. It'd be cool if like you have all of these items and then it goes into using them for battle. I guess this game reminds me a lot of Valheim. Playing Valheim, I was always the person, well I still am the person that does all the weapon building. So when I played this game, it made me feel right at home. I was like, oh, there's the furnace. Now we can hire an extra candidate. Well, that's good to see. But yeah, going is the negative there. Because we need to, we have now finished the, whatever those ones are called. I always forget. The bludgeon. There we go, the bludgeon. So maybe that's just, that is 20% more. And then let's just make that a priority and then see how that goes. So we got a lot of money right now. So I think I can hire an extra blacksmith. I can't do that because I need an extra chair. So also bench. So the benches are coming along nicely. But so is an upgrade. And I'm going to go with the iron goblet just because it gives me a bit more than the rest. So what was I saying? I needed to hire an extra blacksmith. There we go. See, very easy to get distracted in this game. So let's see. I'm liking Christina because she takes less time to process an ingot on an anvil. So we're going to get Christina for now. Let's see how that pays off in the future. And now, it's getting very busy, very crowded here. Luckily in this game, it doesn't really worry about, hitboxes. So you can kind of just all stand over each other. I mean, in real life, you would have that issue, but we're playing a game, and I like how they sit here, just being like, wow. I mean, maybe they need a coffee machine. I'm not sure. I don't think in those days they had coffee machines, or good coffee in general. Maybe it was just more of just a brown mud. Cool, we did it in time. Now we can unlock flail decoration. So this is really cool because, like I said, we're always going to let's get some cool floor types. Yeah, that one's now complete. I'm going to choose this one. But now we are out again. Ooh, but our money is looking very good. So maybe I'm going to start hiring some more people for the blueprints. Because those blueprints do make a big difference. So let's get them over here. Shame, they just need to make sure that they're not looking directly at the people when they're taking a break. That would be a bit depressing. But need to keep that upgraded. Ooh, we get an extra cart. So now with the extra cart, it enables us to basically just choose an extra slot here at the bottom. But we don't need to worry about that just yet, because if we spread ourselves too thin, it might happen, or you might see it that people will start putting them into... It just takes us longer to get the money back, essentially. And Don't really want that. We want to be getting our money back as soon as possible. See, now we've just finished the blueprints. Ooh, maybe let's go for the metal scoop. Yeah, metal scoop. Who needs the wooden scoop anymore? That's so last week. Man, how dare. I don't want to see anyone using a wooden scoop in this place. And here they are at the start of the day. We need a better system for this. I don't like how everyone just stands in a line and does the thing like that. They are waiting for their tools. So we're looking at, oh, this is not good. This water bucket, very inefficient. Let's see. We want to make sure that they're not waiting for anything in this game. The butcher knives are gonna be next up, but unfortunately we need to restock over here. So a lot of pop-ups coming in. Decorations, we have just unlocked the flail decorations. Look at these. Man, I really want to have some more flails in my place to really give a daunting aspect to my decorations. A real welcoming. Just have them hung over like there. Just can we get it so that when people walk in, they just get flailed in the face, and then they're like, why was I here in the first place? I don't know. This is amazing. I love this place. Let's see. I don't know. Let's con all skills equally. I feel like carrying a lot and running fast is both useful actions. Kronos, you are just getting super strong in the metalworking. So you're gonna change their crafting preference. You're gonna be sticking to metal items for now, maybe change later on. But now we have unlocked the store. This is the best part. Now, gonna unlock that. Well, besides crafting items for merchant offers, you can also sell them in your own shop to earn passive profit. Blacksmiths will craft items, assistants will display them on racks, and customers will come in to buy. So that is cool, because now we get to have them, and we get to hire a cashier, have a little checkout counter, but basically just have a own little blacksmith store going on here. Real artisanal designs. A bit more items. Some pottery sections here. Which I don't have pottery just yet, actually. So that's really interesting to see. So what's also pretty neat I noticed here is that if you click on something, you can change the color. So now it is green. Man, okay. So next up, we got a bit of cash. We got a bit of cash going. So do we want to hire more people just for the store itself? I think so. Let's hire another blacksmith. This one, I think maybe just because Elric, you're going to be crafting for the racks as well. So we use a bit of money there, but it's okay because our assistant, Eleanor, you just got an upgrade. So I think I'm going to go all skills equally. I don't know if that means that they're going to eventually level up together. I think maybe it just means going at the same space or pace. Let's go with a new blueprint. I'm loving getting all these new blueprints. And I don't like how everyone is running here. So maybe I need to buy actually more ingots, space. People's probably shouting at me being like, why haven't you built an extra one over here? You know what? I'm still learning the game. I'm just really enjoying what's going on. Now we have more offers to choose from. This is very good because, well, I mean, more offers, more freedom. Now you might be thinking what the replayability is like. And that's always a tough one in management games because, well, I mean, you are playing the game and if you wanted to restart, you're going to have a similar experience, except maybe, I don't know, you want to do something a bit differently. So I've played it once and I built it on this side. So this time around, I'm building it on this side. That is now complete. That gave us a lot of those light bulb design points. Ooh, I'm going to go for a banner. Okay, so at least with that one is empty, we got this one over here. So hopefully I don't let them both run empty. But look, people are coming in. Look at this guy. Look how cool he looks. Got his, oh, he picked up an iron goblet. Yes, hello. Charm your way into that sale. That is a good accounting system. What else? Oh, wow. This guy. Whoa, look at this guy. What's going on with him? He looks like a one-piece pirate. I'm so tired of using that wooden scoop as a knife. I want to finally have something of value. Ooh, butcher knife, speaking of. Got an upgrade. Metal scoop. So these 3 or 4 don't have display items. You know what that means? I need to go to my store and I need to place them down. So let's have those over there. And who do you have? The metal scoop. And what else? The grill fork. Maybe you could have them, another one here, just to change things up a bit. And let's see, the tank card. That could be nice. And now we can put the wooden scoops. All the people that don't know what they're doing with their lives. And they're like, I must have wooden scoops instead of the metal scoops. Guess that's all they can afford. But now we're going to see what else is going on. We got 890 in the bank. And now we're going to upgrade Christiana. What is going on with Christiana? We're going to be high skill first for the metalworking. And then, ooh, we got someone else to upgrade. So that's what I mean. The more people you have... Oh, this is not... I don't want that. I want Florian. You are designing and higher skill first. These people are waiting in line way too much. Way too much. I don't like it, but I'm not sure what else to... I mean, also this is 12 items. Maybe I need an extra assistant. I think so. I think it's time for an extra assistant. It's also time to get that banner, which I'm going to display very much so. And I'm going to get another blueprint. I'm liking getting all these blueprints. So the decorations we can have. You can see that's quite low at the moment. But if I put this is overlapping. So it didn't like me doing that. I'm going to sell that. And put the banner. And sell this one too. You see that other icon. I don't know why I keep doing that. That other icon means... That means that you just place it back into your inventory to be used for later. Can I make this green? No. And that's what I'm getting. But what I do want to do is add some decorations now because, yeah, that's... Once you get to that 5,000 mark, you get 75%, I guess, more customer attraction, which makes a lot of sense. Let's see what lights we have. These ones are pretty cool, the lamps. So I think I'm going to go with the lamps. Warning, it must be placed on a pillar. So I'm going to have one maybe at every second one. Just so that they're not too crazy. Don't want to blind people. But look at that. Illumination. Really makes it give a nice warm glow to the place. And same goes for the inside. Maybe I'm going to put these ones. Good safe fire hazards that totally are not going to burn this place down to the ground. But we'll wait and see. And maybe a curtain. This looks like a perfect place for a curtain. I mean, maybe another one there, but then that's going to stick out, which will not be ideal. But you know what will be ideal? Having people look at a painting while making their purchase. I always think that will enable them just to, I don't know, have something to look at, to admire. Can I put something else on the outside here? Maybe the flail decoration, finally. Yeah, look at that. Can I have it over here? Not really. But I can have it on the side here. I mean, that looks kind of cool. Yeah. People... Oh, I used all my money on the flail decoration. But it's okay, because... Well, we're going to be making some money very soon. We can upgrade the tank card. And we're almost getting some much better quality items. We are looking... Oh, I always love when you can see the items getting made. As well, look at that little pointy fork there. I do kind of wish that they had a better way of storing them. Like, this is a very haphazard way. Speaking of which, we need to go into the negative for these. But yeah, very haphazard. I feel like storing these, I feel sorry for the assistants at the end of the day. Also feel sorry for anyone watching that has OCD and being very annoyed at how skew all of these have been placed. I apologize. And we got a new blueprint. Let's get the ladle. Ooh, the ladle or the longbow. I mean, the ladle both can be used as weapons. The ladle may be a bit more effective, actually. Have you ever been hit by a ladle? I haven't, but I can imagine it being pretty painful. Let's start that next day. But what was I saying? This tech tree, the mastery tree. As you can see, it goes pretty far. So, what's up next? The oak forest, which unlocks, yeah, the oak forest. Pretty much self-explanatory. Smelting 1. enables smelting ores into using a smelter. Well, guess what? To smelt ingots, you need an ingot smelter, which takes ores as input and produces ingots as output. All of that is handled by your assistants, who will also deposit the produced ingot to an ingot storage. So we have to buy an ore crate, to restock it with iron ore, build a small ingot smelter, and then assign an assistant to craft them. So that gets more things to do. And what's great now is that hopefully it's going to enable us to not have this problem, which is a bit of a problem at the moment. What can we upgrade? The metal scoop. Finally, we have an uncommon metal scoop. How's this looking over here? How's the store looking? People are coming in. It's looking a bit empty, but it's because they're selling so well. Look at that, just 81. Yeah, instant money. Don't have to wait so long to get the butcher knife done. But you know what, if you level it out, I'm not sure which makes more. We can actually see, if we click over here, we've got the day summary, which shows us how it's been going. And it's doing okay. I'm still trying to understand what this means. I look at the angry faces, and I see no angry faces. And as someone who used to work at a store, that's what you want. As long as the customer is happy, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you make a bit less money at the end of the day. And hopefully, ooh, new wall paint. Ooh, way more wall paint. Which one is it going to be? Well, definitely the ladle is going to give me more money. So let's see what that looks like. And a new blueprint. Ooh, wooden pitchfork or the longbow. I think a longbow because, I don't know, longbow's a bit cooler. And we get to, what do we get to build? In the store, we now have the bow rack. Guess what that's for? And that's a bit, we scooch things up a bit here. Maybe, I mean, that's just straight up in people's faces when they walk in. But, you know what, that's okay, because now we have a bit more money. And we can build a smelter. First we need the storage. So we need to think how this is going to go. So maybe place that over there. And the smelter cannot go there. So let's move that like so. And this will be for iron ore. You may notice that if you change that, we get copper ore, silver ore, and then gold ore. Which is crazy because, yeah, imagine getting gold weapons in this game. It sounds pretty cool. But now we need an assistant. Can we hire an assistant? We can hire one assistant. We'll make them pretty speedy. I think I'm going to go with 20% more XP. Gomes. You're going to be crafting the ingots. Can I hire more people? I think I might just do that. I want to try and ramp up them doing that because refilling that each time is not ideal. So if I go back to staff, I'm going to have someone sitting here. Maybe even have them staring at each other just so that maybe I can hire some more people. But now we can have an assistant again. Yeah, Sylvester, you're looking good. You're just going to be crafting ingots. But this thing needs to be topped up, and that's okay if I run out because we're going to get some money hopefully more soon. Grill fork. Yes, we want to be upgrading that. It's looking pretty good. I'm really getting happy with my store. I don't like that they can see like directly in. So maybe let's put maybe a door up or something. Or what can we build here? Maybe something like that. Who knows? And then like this divider. Yeah. Create a bit more of ambiance over here. I don't know. If you're going into a store, you still want to be able to see where your products come from. Whoa, that is a lot of unfinished. That's a red flag. 32 items, 33. No, my friends. What's going on here? Super workers? That's not bad. Wouldn't mind getting some super workers. Yeah, occasionally you'll get a chance to hire a worker with 2 positive traits. Well, that's instead of 1 positive and 1 negative. So that's cool. But what is not cool is seeing this over here. So I'm going to move this. Can I move it? But this, I need to hire someone. We're on day 14. We're 2 weeks in. And look at our little business. Tools for fools. Yeah. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Hopefully soon we'll have a legendary weapon or two. Maybe a legendary scoop. Oh, what can I upgrade here? The longbow. Yeah, longbow's looking good. And now we have just finished the bludgeon. Should I choose something else? What else? Let's leave these two for now. Because I want to hire another assistant. Someone who is very fast and can carry a lot. Maybe I'm going to get a blue person. Who knows? Let's see. Joanne is looking decent here. 2 positive traits in transferring items. Blacksmith, who are we upgrading now? Natalia, you are getting upgraded as well. Higher skill first. Maybe another basket. What is it? What do I call these? The item chests. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's which. Which one faces which way. But we're going to find out. Because now they can put them in and it's going to be a bit more spaced out. And hopefully now... Oh, yes. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to fill this up. And these people have just been sitting here. Oh my gosh. Got so distracted. This game can get you distracted very easily. I totally just forgot that whole placement there. But anyway, at least we know about it now. So there's that happening. The ladle we've upgraded, but it's saying that it's not displayed on a rack. So we should change that. How are we gonna get a item placed here that, I mean, can it go in there? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just this one. And does it change the ladle? I'm unsure if the side things hold more. Like, is this just 3? I'm very confused. Maybe we'll find out later as time goes, but this is creating a blockage. It's getting very tight once again. So we might be looking at upgrading everything. Still trying to find out how easy it is to do here, because now we can see they going in, popping them down. Just, I mean, those things are huge. Those look like monster dragon eggs. So that's complete. That's good. Happy with that. Ooh, we get the 3 flail. So much flail, but this, we get the high chance that there's something valuable. So I'm definitely gonna go with that. I am confident that that'll do well, and I think we are going to upgrade the store. So let's make it a bit bigger, and I think we can now remove these walls and place some floors. I think we unlocked some trendy floors over here. I like these ones. Look at those. I think, did I change these? Yes, I did. So what do we want to have here? Well, I think if we move these, I mean, we have to do that later because they are currently using them, but we can move these in that corner section just so that we can make this just all about that metalworking. Just make it as sweaty and smoky and just as, I don't know, blacksmithy as possible. Ooh, wow, it's like one of the only times we're in the bright yellow. And now it's the next day. And let's see what we're going to have. We're going to have the oak forest. So by day 15, we now have the oak forest. And what that means, if we click on this bottom left, how cool is this? We got our own little backyard forest going on. I'm not sure where this is in relation to the place. But let's see. If we pause it for now, we can have a torch to keep them cozy at night. And we can place down some rest areas and chopping blocks. So, I mean, a sawbuck, I'm not really sure what that means, and a torch, why not? But now what we want to hire is some lumberjacks. So again, these come with brand new pros and cons, traits that I don't really know what they all mean. So let's see. Less time to cut a log, that's cool. Has 10 more stamina, walks faster, needs 2 hits to cut a tree down. I'm not really sure. That seems better. Rest quicker, that's nice. Chop down less trees. And again, cutting that down. So we got 6 right now. And they are going to give us a lot of wood. Now what's going to happen with that wood is that it's going to come to this warehouse over here. We can even see that that wood is now highlighted. So unfortunately, that means another assistant worth hiring, because we want to be getting that person to transport everything. So let's just build up a place for them to walk inside. Let's do it over there. But unfortunately, we don't have... Oh, we actually, as soon as I said that, we now have enough to hire an assistant. Yeah, we can upgrade their speed later on. So restock raw materials, and we're going to choose the wood. And it's going again. Things are looking good. Because now that's going to allow us to not really think about that wood all that much. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe I should be doing more wooden items. I feel like I kind of neglected that. So maybe actually just do that. Just because, you know what? Hey, that's going to give us some design points. So that's not bad. So we can have someone building the bows. And now we have someone crafting the ingots. So speed is of the essence. All skills equally though. Now we're looking on getting our money up a bit more. And our store is getting packed right now. How is it looking? How's the store looking? Hey, it's not doing bad. It's going up. So that's good. I still don't really know. Average graph shows the number of items considered by the customers on average. And the yellow line shows the average number of items considered only because they were close to other similar items. A lot of words, which I'm still trying to understand, but we'll get there. Now we've got really some rare items that are complete, and now we have completed this chest. What do we get? Wow, this unknown object. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know. But it has given me a lot of money right now, like a lot of money. So that's looking good. I can use that to fill up the ore. It's the end of the day. That can be filled up. I don't like this little conga line of people sitting like this. So we need to move them a bit and see what else we can build. But now they're going to still complain. Oh, they can get there. That's pretty cool. They can. Yes, they can get access there. And I'm going to be hiring more blacksmiths. But as always, we're going to need more chairs. More chairs. More blacksmiths. So we got those like that. Just so that we don't have to worry about them so much. So let's hire some designers. It's been a while. Yep. Millicent is looking good. And who else? Mawsant. Millicent and Mawsant. And we're going to go into design. And into design. Oh, so these aren't doing anything either. So maybe I should hire some assistants as well. Ones that can walk pretty fast. Let's see. Ooh, Brandon, you're coming in as an ingot crafter. And who else? Ooh, that is... I need an assistant, that's why. Someone who can run very fast. Doesn't get the most XP. Muriel, you're going to be added in. But hopefully now we can start getting some more money to get that epic blacksmith. Oh, let's see. Higher skill, crafting preference. Yeah, you do you. I'm not going to get in the way there. Yeah, maybe I'm going to put this a wall here. Maybe a wall with some paintings. Oh, I can put paintings on the side. And speaking of which, let's get some lower wall. Yeah, how's that design? I mean, isn't that the best thing you've ever seen? Get a new upgrade. What is it? The wooden scoop. Yes, this is going to be the most epic, legendary wooden scoop known to man. Yeah, this is probably not the most efficient. I could definitely move this somewhere else. But for now, it is working for us. Speaking of which, I should probably even... I can expand it further down here, I think. And now we are stocked up on those iron ores. And this person is collecting all that wood back and forth. Wow, that was not a lot of wood you collected, assistant. But it's okay, because... well, not many people are using the wood. I mean, damn, it is getting cramped in here. Also, our items in the chest have gotten a lot lower. Pitchforks getting upgraded. Nice to see. And our assistant Who's this? Sylvester Stallone is also doing pretty well. We're gonna do all skills equally. And the iron mine. Finally, we have a way of getting iron without just me right-clicking on it and forgetting every single time. So maybe we should add those little beds down. What else can we plop down? Pickaxe rack, which is quite a mouthful. But for now, I just want to be getting some miners. And again, this is always so hard to know which ones upgrade better. So I'm just going to go for an all-round combo. So now I want to have the next day so I can get more money. That is I'm very much in the negative. It's not the best. And that needs to be upgraded too. But now you can just see there that the ore, the iron ore, is going to be transported from there to there. What can we unlock next? Discount ores. Happy with that. Wouldn't mind getting some cheaper ores every now and again. And more lumberjacks. Getting equal skill upgrades. So how's that all looking? I mean, it could be getting upgraded a lot quicker. Wait, do we actually have someone upgrading or transporting the ore? I don't think so. I don't think we do. Let's get that goblet up. Now let's see. It's the assistants. Restocking materials. There we go. So assistants. Here we've got Alan. Alan doesn't have the best of skills at the moment, so we're gonna make sure that that is full, that is up, because yeah, getting the blue ranks with 2 perks is always a good sign, and I feel like it's gonna really help in this time around. Let's just zoom out a bit. It's looking really good right now. I'm just realizing how pretty my little place looks. What can we unlock next? Elite worker boost. Few merchant offers need to be completed to get an elite worker. I won't say no to that. And now we just finished the scoops. But what can we build next? What gives us a lot of money? I mean, the bludgeons. I'm not going to say no to that. And who can we upgrade? Lumberjacks, getting all the love and all skills equally. Oh yes, I was meant to hire someone. Let's see. Assistant. It is Alan. Alan. Where is assistant Alan? Alan's getting the iron ore. Yeah, he's a bit slow, but so am I. It's day 18, so things are looking good. Man, it's got a whole stack of people here. So we're gonna start the next day. Let's see, does it go back up? Oh, so I think we need an extra person there. And we aren't there yet. We need quite a bit of things going on here. And the store, oh yes, we needed an extra blacksmith in order to get the store looking a lot better, because like I said, it is getting a bit empty. I mean, is this just a single ladle? I mean, competition must be high. Look at this. He's like, I must have all of these. He's like, I must have the single goblet. And the person's like, sorry, I'm just trying to get this done and out of the way. We're on 385. We can hire. Well, Brandon's getting an upgrade. All skills equally. And who else? We're getting... I mean, doing this all on your own is... like, I don't know, what do you call it? Manually is not easy. So I think having that option of just having them upgrade them on their own is such a good option to choose from here. So, ooh, that is almost up. I cannot wait to get an upgrade. Yes, we got more money. We haven't done something wooden in a while. So let's see. Maybe we're going to get something cool in that chest. But we are unsure. Kitchen knife. And we're almost ready for legendary. And what are we upgrading next? Ooh. Look at here, folks. We have just unlocked the second floor. Now, I think this game has a lot more than 2 floors, so don't just think, oh well, he's nearly at the end game. No, I think there's a underground, or like what do you call the basement. I think there's more floors. So this game has a lot going on for it right now, and it's just telling me, yes, you must build some stairs, and I'm gonna place them here and move my store up, because then the bottom can just be pure unadulterated blacksmithing and metalworking, and upstairs can be the all nicey, all fancy shop. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so that is pretty much the store right now. I lost a bit of footage, but as you can see, it's not looking too bad. We've got our windows. Our assistant is starting to pack up or pile up some of the items onto the store, and it's looking a lot better. We're going to have this whole section dedicated to the store as once we start getting more items. And as you can see, the people are starting to come in. Someone's just bought themselves a little steel ladle over there, so very happy with it looking like this. And if we go downstairs, we can see that everyone is chugging accordingly. But what else have we unlocked? Another hiring discount, or discount 1, so that's great to see. And then next up, maybe we'll be getting some better racks, because the nicer the racks are, then I think you can even charge better or higher amount for that. So ooh, look at that, a lot more design points, which means that, yes, finally, we can upgrade the wooden club to legendary. So that is our second legendary item. And that's where we're gonna leave our gameplay for now. So let me know what you think of this game. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But other than that, it's Marco here from Easily Distracted Games, and as always, don't stop gaming.